Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Solana, very interesting developments here in the last few days. Obviously broke micro support. It has so far reclaimed it, but that, it's broken. Even though the white wave count, which is showing the bullish potential, it's not completely invalidated. It's become very, it's become less likely. Also now, the length of this wave 4 compared to this wave 2, it just doesn't add up anymore. And also, rule of or guideline of alternation in Elliott wave, the wave 2, if the wave 2 is a sharp correction, which it was, a zigzag, then the wave 4 should ideally be a sideways correction, and it's not. It's also a sharp correction. So that all doesn't really add up in terms of continuation in the wide wave count. I mean, it can always surprise, but it would really need to give us a screaming rally above $24.80 to fill in this fifth wave of a first wave. And then we can still react and trade the pullback in wave 2 if we want to. Okay, and then at least we can say, okay, we had a wave 1, but it was probably a diagonal or just a surprise impulse with an unusually deep wave 4. But if we have 5 waves up, it's okay. But I have a hard time to believe it will do the 5 waves. It can always surprise, yes. But if we break below the last swing low, which is here at $21, then it will become even less likely. So as soon as we have 5 waves up, we can forecast a pullback zone for a wave 2 in white. And that could set us up for a third wave rally into the $30 region. But again, that scenario has become less likely. I still leave it on the chart because it hasn't been invalidated. The other option that we are tracking here is this high B wave potential. A wave down in 3 waves, overshooting B wave, and we now come down in a C wave. That's one idea I have. In this scenario, this was a high B wave, and then wave 2, possibly complete. We're now coming down in a third wave, then a 4 and a 5. That's one scenario, that's one scenario, and we are going to, in this scenario, reset this yellow wave 2, possibly a little lower. Don't need actually, because with a high B wave, the C wave doesn't need to come below the low of the A wave. Okay, so there is no need in this yellow wave count for the C wave to go below $12.93, even though it's likely. Another scenario is also, and that's just something I wanted to show you, it's not my preferred scenario, but one that could also play out. It's simply that, yes, we are in the white wave count, but this B wave never finished. That's a possibility. And that actually the B wave consists of a larger A, B, C. Also not my favorite though. So I've focused now on the yellow count, but we are still very much in an area where things can still change. So the yellow wave count would allow us to go down lower. First of all, in a third wave, and the third wave should get sort of into the region around $15. We calculated that in the last video, but I can really only give you a very precise target once I have this A wave complete and the B wave complete. And at the moment, it's still a little uncertain here what this is on the way down. I can tell you it's not impulsive. So the move down is not impulsive. So it can always be some kind of a diagonal pattern. But I honestly, I haven't got enough price data to really confirm what this exactly is. It's too short for the wave A, in my opinion, of wave 3. So that would not really work out. But it could be, for example, an A wave of an A wave, so that we do this 3 waves in wave A, yeah? A, B, C. That's possible, but it's very hard to forecast at this stage what this could be. My approach is wait and see a little now. So just wait and see. I think the scenarios should be clear, but we just need a little more price data to confirm where exactly we are within the yellow wave count. Again, if you're twisting my arm, it's probably that I would say in the yellow count, we are in an A wave of wave 3, because all of this counts as a diagonal. And within the A wave, we have an A, B, C structure. We're now in the B wave and would then come down in C. But that's not clear yet. Okay, I need a few more days of price data, because one scenario likely breaks. Okay, it's not fully broken yet. It's not invalid. The white wave count is not invalid, but it probably will break. And then whenever we have scenarios break, we sometimes just need a little time to see where we are, and that is always a little bit of an area or a bit of a time of uncertainty. So yeah, that's sort of what I'm watching. I mean, another scenario is that, for example, the yellow wave 2 is, so obviously could be that yellow wave 2 is finished. Yeah, wave 1 came down, wave 1 of C. The wave 2 retraced and completed here on the 1st of October high, or this wave 2 still extends a little higher. But again, we need a little more price data for all of that. But for now, trading on the long side has just become more risky, and we talked about that. It can still surprise, but it has become more risky because the impulse broke. We can still get 5 waves, and if we do that, then we can focus again on the white wave count, because the advantage would be that the next pullback then should be quite deep in a wave 2. Until we see that, the yellow count is preferred. Yeah, that's my update about Solana. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.